Have you ever wondered why, in the age of TikTok and AI, the world's largest brands consider a technology from the 70s as one of their biggest assets? You probably haven't. Did you know that email is the biggest driver and the biggest engine behind e-commerce on the planet? Hi, I'm Clint Griffin from the Unselling philosophy. Today, over the next couple of minutes, we're going to look at email and we're going to see how we can use it in a different way to the way that we've probably been using it before. And we're going to turn it into probably your brand's most valuable asset. Are you keen to do that? Let's go and have a look. We want to shift the mindset from sending blasts of kind of email stuff and sales to owning relationships and increasing the customer lifetime value, or the CLV, because that's really what it's all about. Blasts of things are great if you're Walmart and you are the warehouse and things like that. There's nothing wrong with it. And if I was working for Timo, I'd say do it as well. And Amazon, but I'm not. So we're not going to do that, right? And the problem that we have is we treat every business and all of our businesses like we're those companies. And we're not. We're small and medium-sized businesses where we don't need to push the sales and volume as a driver. And that's not always the game that we want to play. We want to play some other games. So how would I and how do I help brands, and how do we work with other ways of looking at email rather than just a volume driver and a race to the bottom in terms of price? Before we do that, why is that the story? Why is it, right? I know we're in a recession, and there's some probably worse things going on as well on top of that right now. We've got tech that allows us to really creep and check out what people are doing in real time. Like ActiveCampaign can almost tell to the click what you've done. In fact, you can almost do a hover state. That's how good it is. And we're treating it like a sales assistant in a discount warehouse rather than a friend that can help us, okay? And the solution to that is just that, right? This is the old friend philosophy. It's a hospitality-based use of email where you let the customer breathe and you're not on top of them like that sales assistant. How do we do this? We're going to transition from renting attention in social media and that kind of stuff, and we're going to own the data in the inbox that we have. Okay, so that's the power of this. And here's an example as to how we can use something as simple as a price increase to change the way that we look at email. Okay, so I was working with a SaaS company, and it came to the time of year where it's a price increase time, and usually that happens around financial year or new year or whatever, and there's a price number that's decided by the team, and we send out a mail and say, hey, price is going up, have a nice day. And we went, I wonder if there's a better way to do this. I wonder if we can do it in a way that makes more sense and reduces churn. So what we did is we said, let's do it on the anniversary of sign up. Okay, so after 12 months, we're going to send you a mail, but the mail's not going to be about the price increase, although it is. We're going to take data about your journey for the last 12 months, and we're going to customize it into an email. So that's what we did. It took us a month, and we built in things like obviously your name, and then a journey dashboard saying 12 months ago you came on board as a client, or 12 months ago, whatever. This is what's happened. You've increased your revenue by this. You've increased your number of customers by this. This is what's happened, right? I'd just like to say congratulations. That's amazing. Look at that journey. Let's celebrate. And by the way, after reviewing the conditions of the market, we have to increase our prices for the same amount of seats by 3%. Jason is already scheduled to give you a call next week to discuss this, because that's how we built it. If you have any questions or queries, he'll have a chat. But I just wanted to say, wow, what a great journey. We look forward to continuing this journey in the future. That turned it from an email that was talking about a price increase to one that was celebrating their success. It changed the churn levels and it changed the relationship. And it also meant that the sales team didn't have every customer coming to them in March. It was spread throughout the year. So we're shifting the content strategy from always selling to adding value and giving the friendly nod and giving some advice. So Gubba Garden, great New Zealand brand, they sell a pair of Nawaki secateurs for $230. Okay, they will last your lifetime and the lifetime of your children. And as a business model, to sell a pair of secateurs that never die doesn't seem very good. But it is. This is why. When you've bought the shares, you use them. And instead of sending you a mail saying, oh, you bought the shears, now you need to buy the sanding and whatever device you need to keep it sharp, you sent out a mail saying, the shears are there for life. If you want to keep them in good nick, check out this video. This shows you how to keep them sharp. And don't sharpen, don't make it a mission. Do it often and do it as little as you can. So it becomes a ritual that you do it maybe once a week. And so this mail wasn't selling them anything. And the video wasn't selling them anything. It was showing them that we understand who you are. We understand the product you've bought. We understand how you bought into a lifetime commitment here. And if you do this, then they'll be there for your kids. It's an heirloom, it's a legacy. That turns a $220 purchase, when you can buy the similar ones for $15, into a $4 a year purchase for the rest of time that's going to last forever. Significantly different way of looking at it. And what does that mean? I'm probably going to buy the sharpening stone from them. I'm certainly buying into the concept of what they do. And when I have friends who are significant or family, when birthdays happen and things like that, and I know they're into gardening, I can go and buy them the same set of shears, $220 worth, and say, here's a proper gift. This is a lifetime gift. That's how much I value you. It changes that relationship. And it changes the relationship that you've got with Gubba. That means that when Gubba does send you a mail saying there's something on sale, it's like, okay, cool. I can kind of get that because they're my friend and they're telling me cool things. And we're moving from creepy real-time hacking and tracking to a human-centric psychological approach to this. Here's another example. Okay, so Gubba, I bought those shears. I'm really happy with them. I might have bought the stone. Good. And I go back to the website because summer's coming and I want to buy some outdoor furniture or some outdoor wallpaper or something, right? Whatever. And I look around. Now, normally what you do is Active Campaign and one of the guys will go like, okay, great, you've clicked on that product. We're going to send you a mail in the next 20 minutes and say, hey, you clicked on the product. If you buy it now, you get 10% off. It sounds like a good strategy. But it's not. That's that creepy person following you around the warehouse again. So instead of doing that, take me and people like me and put me into a cohort, okay? And you design a mail for the summer season around that category. And after 3 days, I get a mail that says, hey, Clint, and it looks like it's part of a bulk mail, but it's actually just coming to me, or people that have done similar actions to me at a 3-day interval. And it says, summer's coming, spring is kind of in the air, and it's time to look at outside entertainment. This year, a big trend is outdoor wallpaper, and the colors that are in fashion are pink and red. Here's some examples of stuff that we think you might like. Now I'm going, but I just looked at that like 3 days ago and I'm on trend and now we're on the same page and Gubba gets me and I get Gubba and oh wow, I like that. I'm going to go back and I'm probably going to buy that thing I was looking at. That turns an email that's about sales and volume and drivers into something that says you're part of the team. You're part of the cohort, you're part of the culture, you're our tribe. And it lets me breathe. It doesn't send me that mail within 20 seconds of me doing something either. Right? It gives me time. It's a psychological way of looking at it, okay? So take a couple of things away from this. You own the email, you rent the social media following. Email is the big engine of e-commerce still to this day, so don't think it's dead. And please protect your email list like it's the holy grail. Don't buy them or rent them. There's some categories that you can do that. It's great, right? Insurance and volume and stuff, great. I will never tell you to buy a list because it's not yours and that relationship is different. So how do you grow a list? You invite people to become part of your tribe. Okay, best way to keep it long term. Stop selling and be of service to the client. So the same way you might do that on social media to stop selling and be of service and showing things, the 80-20 principle, do the same with your mail. And also don't think that you can't just send a mail to say hi, right? Why not? It's just popping up in your inbox. It says, hey, Clint, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a good day. No problem. Don't try and sell me anything either. If you want to, you could say, hey, by the way, this is happening today. That's the way to do it. And then launder your data. So what I mean is, remember that example of going to look at the category and then getting a mail straight away or waiting 3 days? Wait 3 days, send it through a process and have it come out the other side looking like the kind of mail that's been sent as a bulk to a category. And it makes you, as a recipient, feel like a bit of a hero because, oh, this is very relevant to what I was looking at. And I think we might be on the same page. And then turn your boring automations like, oh, we're sending in a mail because it's, prices have to go up and there's going to be some churn and the team's going to be busy, into a celebration of joy and say, look at what we've did in the last look at what we've done in the last 12 months. What can we do in the next 12 months? It's going to be an amazing journey. And lastly, premium brands let customers breathe, right? A brand that isn't following you and chasing you around a shop and annoying you says, I've got quality, I know what I'm about, you'll figure it out. And if you don't, you're not right for me. That signals that you're premium. It signals that you know what you're talking about. It signals that I want to kind of be in a relationship with you rather than you desperate to be in a relationship with me. So finally, I want you to look at the old friend pattern, right? Don't be the friend that drops by to buy $20. Be the friend that drops by and says, hey, I want to help you sharpen those tools in your shed. Let's just kind of hang out together, right? Respect the boundaries of people and stop trying to be like the red pill hustler tech bro email guy going, buy, and sell. And build a lifetime legacy of customer lifetime value, okay? And when you do, make sure you own your own data. That's all for today. I'm Clint Griffin from the Unselling Philosophy. Remember to like, comment, share. And what you do this week, if anything, please keep it simple, keep it classy, and keep it real. That's it. Have a great day, and we'll speak to you soon.